This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me today. It is, as always, very much appreciated. Right, we've got a horse today as another Classic Watch 25 possible. All being well, for the website classicwatch25.great/site.net. People see, but they know the Australian horses are on there. There's actually been two classic winners identified in Australia, on the site already. Lady Shenandoah and Broadsiding have both won classics this year already with power to add. There's still a few more classics coming. I think the next one's the Australian Derby on the 5th of April. Well, but hopefully throughout the year we'll be adding horses from the UK, Ireland, Japan, Germany, other areas as well, the USA. So hopefully the site will develop throughout the year. classicwatch25.great/site.net is where people will be able to find these horses. Who knows, maybe this one will end up there. It's a colt, the first colt of the year in the USA. To be honest, compared to last year, I'm just not really that impressed with the horses I've seen so far at this stage. Compared to last year, I had horses like Fierceness, Dornock, and Forever Young, who ended up a horse from Japan running in America, Sierra Leone. You know, we had some decent colts last year. This year, well, I found some nice pedigrees, but unfortunately, they've just not been able to win the races, you know, at this stage. So we're having to just play it by ear and keep moving forward and try and find the best ones that I've seen at the moment. They've all had to won last time out. So there's others you see that I am keeping an eye on that might do the job over the next 6 to 8 weeks ahead of the first US Classic of the season, the Kentucky Derby. But yeah, this one here could be quite a possible. I think Sovereignty is the name of the horse. A colt foaled on February the 22nd, 2022. Bred and owned by Godolphin and trained by Bill Mott. Sired by Into Mischief, one of the champion US sires, out of a dam called Crowned, who herself is sired by Bernardini. People look at the form of the horse, it's quite good, I think. I think what it's proven already is a liking for Churchill Downs when he won at the Group 3 Street Scent Stakes on only his third start after finishing fourth and second in 2 maidens. Broke his maiden tab in a Group 3. And then this season, on the 1st of March, he managed to win the Group 2 Coolmore Fountain of Youth Stakes, which I think is always an interesting race at that time of year. So since then, the horse hasn't ran, but I did note that he's entered on the 29th of March in the Group 1 Curlin Florida Derby. So we don't really like how horse is going on the back of a defeat. So Sovereignty, who has won last time out ahead of the Florida Derby, we might as well get him on the YouTube channel now. You never know, the horse might be able to take out the Florida Derby as well on the road to classic glory. People take a look at Sovereignty. The horse has only finished out the first 2 once in 4 starts. Earnings of $388,800 American dollars. The horse has won those 2 races that we looked at, the Street Scent Stakes and the Fountain of Youth Stakes. People like to take a look at these things on the Racing Post as well. Unfortunately, the Racing Post has only rated one of his races. That was arguably his worst run when he was 4th behind Tip Top Thomas on debut. The Racing Post gave that race a rating of 85. But there are 2 group victories where he beat Tistastic, a recent pattern race winner by 5 lengths in the Street Scent Stakes, and his neck victory over River Thames in the Fountain of Youth Stakes are races that haven't been rated as of yet, you know, by the Racing Post. You'll see that they are all completely up to date, as are the Thoroughbred Pedigree Database, where we'll go there and grab the dam line of the horse, Sovereignty 9F. is the information we are interested in there. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go back 6 dams this time. The 5th dam is only foaled in 1984 of this horse, so they've got through the dams quite quickly in this one. We'll pick up any good horses that are related to ours along the way. Then we'll watch the horse Sovereignty win those 2 pattern races, the Street Scent Stakes and the Fountain of Youth Stakes. And then we should be able to end the video, I think. We'll start with the dam of Sovereignty. I think we'll just close a few tabs down along the way. Crown. The dam was foaled in 2013, sired by Bernardini, out of a dam called Mushka. People take a look at Crown, they will see that Crown was in fact the first dam of Sovereign, was unraced. The second dam certainly wasn't. Mushka, a mare foaled in 2005, sired by Empire Maker, out of a dam called Sluice. People look at the form of Mushka, they will see that she was a superb horse, winning 6 of her 19 starts in the first 3 in 12 of 19 starts, with earnings of $1,096,125 US. So straight away we're in with a millionaire second dam. Mushka at 2 won the 2007 Group 2 Demoiselle Stakes. Not much at 3, and then at 4 she won the Group 1 Spinster Stakes of 2009, along with the Glens Falls Handicap of the same year, Group 3. She was second in the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic, a Group 1 race as well, as placed in a Group 2 Sheepshed Bay Stakes, and the Dance Smartly Stakes out in Canada, placed in other Group 3 races as well. Very good career Mushka had, a good solid second dam. For our horse, Sluice is the third dam. That screen there gave you how much I looked to try and find some other relatives. Sluice, a mare foaled in 1998, sired by Seeking the Gold, out of a dam called Lakeway. Sluice, again, good solid race career really. She managed to win 4 out of 23 starts, and she was in the first 3 in nearly over half of her starts. 12 out of 23 starts in the first 3 for earnings of $202,453 American dollars. Bred by Mike G. Rutherford. That stakes winner, she won the Misty Isle Stakes of 2001, and she was also placed in a couple of other stakes races as well. One thing you have noticed, you're probably thinking, here, Newman, come on, you're flying through these dams a bit. Where's all the relatives for the first 3 dams? Well, I'm sorry to tell you, everybody, there just isn't any. You know, they've flown through them so quickly. We're only at 1998, and there's not really much relatives that have been foaled by either any of the first 3 dams that I could see, unfortunately. That's why I said this one really isn't not really a stretch, but it's not one that I would be looking to latch onto at 2. I'm looking for a good solid 1X, even though 9F is a great dam line, or Best in Show dam line or something. This pedigree here is one that the further you go back, the better it gets, to be fair. You know, but some of the dams are very good at the back, and they're only the second and the third dams of some horses, whereas they're the 5th and the 6th dam on this one, you see. Quite a tricky pedigree to weigh up. But any time somebody sees horses like commonly now foaled in 1962 in the pedigree, and even before that, the ones we're going to look at, like Nellie L and a Nellie Flag, I think they could always be in with a chance, as long as the form is there to back up the pedigree. So where are we at? Flying Spur is what we need to look at. A mare foaled in 2006, sired by Giant's Causeway out of Lakeway. So they're starting to come a bit now. This one is a half-sister to the third dam of our horse, Flying Spur. The horse only managed to win once, but was in the first 3 in 7 of 15 starts. Earnings of $198,821 American dollars. Decent enough career, Flying Spur. She was second in the Group 2 Fairground Oaks of 2009, and she was also classic placed the same year, where she was third in the Group 1 Kentucky Oaks of 2009 as well. So very hard to be critical of the career Flying Spur had. Front Range, a mare foaled in 2011, sired by Giant's Causeway again, out of Lakeway. So this is a full sister to the horse we've just looked at. Front Range won 2 out of her 9 starts and was in the first 3 in 4 of 9. Earnings of 99,870 American dollars. Front Range, you'll see, was placed in the 2014 Group 2 Summertime Oaks as well, for owner and breeder Mike G. Rutherford, who also owned and bred the horse that we've seen just before this as well. So you can see this horse here we've got to touch on. It has actually bred a decent enough horse that's been going around quite nicely, it's fair to say. The horse is called American Monarch. Horse foaled in 2018, sired by American Pharaoh, out of a dam called Front Range, as we know. American Monarch has been in the first 3 in 10 of his 14 starts, managing to win 4 times and earning 308,378 American dollars. Born in 2018, he will be 7 this year if he's still racing. He won his initial start, and you'll see he was placed in the same listed race twice. He was second in the listed elusive quality at 6, that would have been last year, wouldn't it? In 2024. And he was third in the race 3 years earlier than that, in 2021. But yeah, good solid horse who's earned £308,000 in his career. Quite hard to knock horses that do that. We're now at the 4th dam of Sovereignty, foaled in 1991, Lakeway. Foal sired by Seattle Slew, legendary racehorse, out of a dam called Milliardaire, who was foaled in 1984, another superb filly. Here, Lakeway was only out of the first 3 once in 14 starts. She managed to win 7 of her 14 races, earnings of 965,330 American dollars. Good, solid mares on this horse, Sovereignty, just not enough relatives. That's the problem with this one, Lakeway. You'll see there at 3 in 1994, she won the Group 1 at Las Virgin Stakes. She also won the Santa Anita Oaks and the Mother Goose Stakes and the Hollywood Oaks, second in the Kentucky Oaks of 1994 and second in the Alabama Stakes as well. And at 4 in 1995, she won the Churchill Downs Breeders' Cup Handicap, Group 2, and she was second in other Group 2s and third in the Group 1 Beldame Stakes and third in the Breeders' Cup Distaff as well. So yeah, very good horse. Group 1, triple group, 4-time Group 1 and Group 2 winner through her career, and classic placed Lakeway. So again, if people look at the 2nd and the 4th dams of this horse, Sovereignty, they've got some power. Mushka and Lakeway. We're going to take a look at the 5th dam now. No, we're not. Monarch of the Glen is a horse we've got to take a look at. Another horse out of Milliardaires, sired by AP Indy, which means a half-brother, to the 4th dam of this horse. Monarch of the Glen was foaled in 1999. He managed to win 7 out of his 36 races and was in the first 3 in 20 of 36 races. Earnings of 141,202 American dollars. This horse has got the looks of an Aidan O'Brien horse about it, hasn't it, the name? Don't know who trained it, bred by Mike G. Rutherford. Also actually third at Royal Ascot in the 2001 Chesham Stakes. That's the only piece of pattern race form I could find from the horse. Another one bred by Mike G. Rutherford. Sadly died in 2006 of a heart attack at Mountaineer Park after finishing last in a claiming race. Very sad end to Monarch of the Glen. Now we're at the 5th dam, a Milliardaire, foaled in 1984, sired by Alidar, out of Priceless Fame, who herself was foaled in 1975. This horse, Milliardaire, only raced twice and won twice. Earnings of 17,400 American dollars before being sold for $2.7 million. I think Mike Rutherford bought the Joseph Morrissey trained horse. He owned it as well, you see there. So yeah, only raced twice, sadly, according to this site here. But must have had some sort of setback, no pattern race form, and was unbeaten. The sixth dam we're going to take a look at, Priceless Fame, a mare foaled in 1975, sired by Irish Castle, out of a dam called Comely Nell, who was born in 1962. People see there, Priceless Flame managed to get ahead in front twice in 6 starts. In the first 3, in 3 of her 6 starts, earnings of 9,700 American dollars. Again, no pattern race form of note, but you'll see that she's bred some nice horses here, and she's also related to some nice horses. A classic example, really, of this pedigree getting better than the further back people go. Saratoga 6, a horse foaled in 1982, sired by Alidar out of Priceless Fame. Is that the same as Millionaire? Yes, it is. So this horse here, Saratoga 6, is a half-brother to the 4th dam of our horse, Saratoga 6, also unbeaten horse. 4 starts, 4 victories. Earnings of 304,940 American dollars. Saratoga 6 won the 1984 Group 1 Delmar Futurity, and he also won the Group 2 Hollywood Juvenile Championship Stakes and the Group 3 Balboa Stakes. Very good 2-year-old. Entered stud in 1985 at Franklin Groves in Lexington, also stood at Lexington at Welmack Farm, killed June 6, 2006 in a barn fire at JEH Stallion Station. Very sad. Also killed with a favourite trick and gone Hollywood, along with 3 quarter horse stallions. Very sad indeed. Saratoga 6, though, had a sad end. But if we look at Arian, I can actually see his career through a horse, Zululand, who's already at stud. People will see that Saratoga 6 is the sire of the second dam of that horse, Play Caller. So we can see that Saratoga 6 actually foals 661 horses, 539 of them ran, 400 of them won, and the horse Saratoga 6 managed to sire 37 stakes winners. So no back number at all in the stallion ranks, that horse, Saratoga 6, siring over 30 stakes winners. And you'll see Priceless Fame, the first dam of that horse. Dunbeath, also out of Priceless Fame, sired by Grey Dawn, the French-based bred horse. Dunbeath raced 17 times in his career, winning 4 times in the first 11 of 17 starts. Earnings of 242,040 American dollars. This one was actually a Group 1 winner in the UK. It won the 1982 William Hill Futurity, which is like the Racing Post Trophy these days. And it also won the Group 2 Royal Lodge Stakes of 1982. Third in the Dante of 1983, and third in the Group 2 St James's Palace Stakes of 1982. Very nice horse. Reportedly sold to Sheikh Mohammed for $10 million after winning 4 or 5 starts as a 2-year-old. Unfortunately, the horse did not win another race. At 3, he was winless in 3 starts. And a sire in England and the Czech Republic, Dunbeath. And again, through the brilliance of the Arian site, we can see through this stallion here, Nerium, also I think a sire in France or Germany, that Dunbeath is actually, again, the second dam sire of Nico's Girl, the second dam of Nerium. People will see that Dunbeath foaled 227 horses, 128 of them ran, 81, and Dunbeath sired, in fact, 2 stakes winners. So well done to him, and then off to the Czech Republic. So at least he got his name in the pattern race book as a stallion, Dunbeath. Got to look at some other horses, really, haven't we? I mean, I can't believe we haven't touched on Bold Forbes yet. I don't know where he is. We must get to him sooner or later. We do. We're going to take a look at this horse now, Ancient World. A gelding foaled in the year 2000, sired by Spinning World out of Headline, who herself was foaled in 1993. You'll see that Priceless Fame is the second dam of this horse, Ancient World. A horse won 5 of 13 starts in the first 3 in 9 of 13 starts. Earnings of 299,364. I'm going to assume that is pounds. We'll look to see where the horse won. Oh, Italy. He won the Group 1 at Premio Vittorio di Capua of 2004. He also won the Group 3 Winter Hill Stakes and the William Hill Mile, second in the listed Royal Windsor Stakes, and also second in the 2005 Group 3 Joel Stakes as well. Very good horse, Ancient World in his day, the gelding. and he is actually a relative of Gilbab. Gilbab, a mare foaled in 1999, sired by AP Indy, out of Headline as well. Gilbab had another decent career, really. Hard to fault a horse that's finished third in 7 out of her 9 starts and won 3 of them, and earned 347,880 American dollars. Very good career, Gilbab. Classic winner, I think. Yeah, I don't know, she won the Coaching Club American Oaks, of 2002, and she was also third in what was then Group 2 Cotillion. That's now a Group 1 race, I think. Very good horse. Died sadly in 2007 at Darley Stud due to colic. Some nice horses there directly out of Priceless Fame. Believe it or not, there's actually a horse still at stud on this line. The horse in question is Bamboo Ear, foaled in 2003, sired by a fleet out of a dam called Rainbow Wood. People will see that Priceless Fame is the second dam also of this horse, Bamboo Ear, who raced 25 times and won 10 in the first 3 in 16 of 25 starts. Career earnings of 346,722,000 yen and 100,000 US dollars in Japan and the UAE. Quite an eventful career had by Bamboo Ear at 3. The horse won the listed Rito Stakes of 2007, and he also won the Shoryu Stakes at Chukyo. At 5, the horse won the JBC Sprint at Sonoda. That's a Japanese level Group 1 race. And the horse also won the Hokuriku Stakes at Niigata on the dirt. Also won the Perseus Stakes. This was a dirt horse, really, it's fair to say. And at 6, the horse won a listed race again, international listed race again, Japanese Group 2 Tokyo High. And also Japanese Group 3 international listed race, Cluster Cup at Marioka. When you get to studs, horses like that for Japanese dirt racing, the races are rated differently. They're rated higher in Japan than they are on the international pattern. Bamboo Ear was certainly a prolific winner, 10 of 25 starts in his career. People will see that stud. He's never sired higher than 29 foals, which did come 2 years ago. So somewhere along the line, somebody has been impressed. The last 3 crops of the horse have actually been the biggest. And the horse has sired 2 stakes winners, 106 foals, 93 runners between them. 65 horses have won 295 races, and there's been 2 stakes winners, one age 3 and one age 4, both colts, and between distances of a mile and 1 mile 2 furlongs, and won both racing in Japan. The other one horse has gone round in Hong Kong. So you can see there that Castle Top and Dansu Goyu are the horses in question. The winner of the Japan Dirt Derby, one of them, Castle Top, is producing some pretty good dirt horses there. It's fair to say that was easily placed in a Group 3 as well. Dansu Goyu. Horse there, Kironu Yabiki, has won 18 times. So at the level, the horses are running quite well, but there's just not many of them. There's some more to come in the later stages, and hopefully that the horse will continue to sire crops in his own style. It'd be nice to see him with a crop of over 30 at one point, just to try and get a few on the track. Yeah, an interesting horse, Bamboo Ear. Giant Ryan is one I found, 2006 sired horse, sired by Freud, out of a dam called K-Ra. People will see that Priceless Fame is now the 3rd dam of this horse, Giant Ryan, winner of 8 of his 16 starts in the first 3 in 10 of 16, so it's a win or nothing horse really, one half the time. Earnings of 626,841 US dollars. Giant Ryan won the Vosper Invitational Stakes of 2011, and he also won the Smile Sprint Handicap, the Ponchi Handicap, and the Hamlet Stakes. Broke down with fractured sesamoids during the run-in of the True North Handicap at Belmont, sadly, in 2012. And that, sadly, was the end of his career. Yeah, decent enough horse. Group 1 Vosborough winning horse, to be fair to the horse. Here's Bold Forbes. Our old mate Bold Forbes is out of Commerly Nell, who is the 6th dam, I think, the 7th dam. of Sovereignty. That's why the horse is so far back. Yeah, the 7th dam is commonly now of Sovereignty. Bold Forbes won 13 of his 18 starts. A horse foaled by Irish Castle again, out of Commonly now. So I think that's the same, isn't it? Yeah, full sister. The horse is a full sister to this classic winner. Bold Forbes won 13 of his 18 starts. Also never out the first three, looking at that. Earnings of 546,536 American dollars. Bold Forbes at 2 won the Group 2 Saratoga Special Stakes of 1975. He also won the Kentucky Derby of 1976 and the Belmont. The horse won the Wood Memorial, Group 3 there, the Bay Shore, and the Group 2 San Jacinto Stakes. Third in the Preakness, so nearly completed the Triple Crown, 2 wins and a third. I was also placed in the Vosper and the San Vicente Stakes. The horse raced in Puerto Rico and the US. Puerto Rican champion 2-year-old colt and the US champion 3-year-old colt. Last raced at Aqueduct. Entered stud in 1977 at Stone Farm. Pensioned in April 1991. Moved to Kentucky Hall of Champions before sadly being euthanised in the year 2000 due to kidney failure and gastroenteritis. The horse buried at the Hall. Actually, I've just remembered I forgot to do something. We're going to take a look, see if I can find out how many stakes winners, Bold Forbes side, and I forgot to open up a horse that we need to link in to another video, I've just remembered. So I'm going to pause this video and I will be back shortly. Hello everybody and welcome back. Yes, I can tell you now just by looking at this, Bold Forbes side 30 stakes winners from 474 foals according to records kept by the Jockey Club. So again, over 30 stakes winners sired. On this line we have Saratoga 6 and now Bold Forbes. Nellie L is a horse worth looking at, a mare foaled in 1940, sired by Blenheim, out of Nellie Flag. The horse foaled in 1932. Nellie L won 8 of her 22 starts and was in the first 2 in 12 of 22, only managing to earn 20,295 US dollars, back when they just raced for prestige and not money. Nellie L won the Kentucky Oaks of 1943, proper war horse, and she also won the Group 1 Acorn Stakes as well. People will see that Nellie L is out of Nellie Flag and Nellie Morse, and those are horses that you people will find in the back pedigree of our horses as well. Nellie L is the dam, is also out of Commonly Nell as well, that ties in to where we were looking with Bold Forbes and all them as well. Like I said, this is a good example of a horse where the pedigree is better the further people go back. Really is. Bet Twice is a horse worth looking at, really. A horse foaled in 1984, sired by Sporting Life out of a dam called Golden Dust. People will see if they go back far enough that this has got the same sort of 6th and 7th dam as Sovereignty has. You've got horses like Nellie Flag and Nellie Morse in the back of this pedigree as well. Bet Twice won 10 of his 26 starts, in the first 3 in 20 of 26 starts, earnings of 3,308,599 US dollars. This horse won some money, didn't it? The horse won, was a dual Group 1 winner at 2 on the Lowell Futurity and the Arlington Washington Futurity of 1986. The horse is a classic winner of the Belmont in 1987. Also won the Haskell Invitational. Group 1, Fountain of Youth. Group 2, the race that was looking at the winner there, Sovereignty. And also second in the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness. So again, another horse not far off the Triple Crown, really, if people look at it in them sort of ways. Also third in races like the Suburban Handicap, the United Nations Handicap as well. Pensioned in 1996, the horse, before sadly dying in March 1999 of an apparent aneurysm, and is buried at the farm at North Fusalalley Station in Maryland, I think. So yeah, Bet Twice, another very good horse, an earner of over $3 million. Very good. This horse here, Bellezza, sort of brings it all round to the modern day. Bellezza was actually a Classic Watch 2024 possible, sired by C-Uni, out of a dam called Terrific. People will see that Commonly Nell is also the 5th dam of this horse, Bellezza. A bit of a letdown, really, Bellezza proved to be, winning only 2 of her 7 starts, in the first 3 in 5 of 7, earnings of €57,890. The horse only managed, despite being a regular in the first three, 5 of 7, only managed to win the listed Diamond Stakes at Dundalk of 2024, and she was placed in another 3 listed races. So she couldn't break through into Group Race Company. But what there is there is a video of all the relatives related to her. Some of these horses will be mentioned in both videos, I should imagine. But people, I can stop talking about the pedigree now of this horse, Sovereignty. Now we're really where we need to be directly on the Priceless Fame line that seemed to produce some nice horses, didn't it? And some nice graded winners of the mares. And then you're all the way back on the historic dam line. You see, I imagine horses like Vega and Shadow Sophia might be talked about in the next video. A couple of nice Japanese classic winning females there as well. And there's Nellie L, Bold Forbes. There's our direct line, you see. You've got Spanish Derby winner, Premier Gallop as well. There's old Jill Bab, who we talked about, bet twice, down there as well. So some very interesting horses on this little section. We get back to Nellie Morse, the Preakness winner of 1924. If people go back far enough, they will see that Nellie Morse is directly on this line as well. She is the 4th dam of Priceless Fame, so the 9th dam of Sovereignty. So yeah, Sovereignty. It's just a shame there's not more directly out of the first 3 dams of Sovereignty, isn't there? But what I can do is I can link a card now to the video of Palette Saturn, which I'll do now. And we can close now. We can close down a few tabs, save on a bit of CPU, and try and watch the horse win twice, I think. Now we'll close down definitely a few tabs here to save on CPU. The first race we're going to take a look at is the Group 3 Street Scent Stakes, a race that was ran in November 2024. Before this, the horse had run in 2 maidens without winning and was then sent straight into Grade 3 level for his 3rd start. And we're going to take a look at that race now and see what we think.
They're in the gate, and they're off. And it was a good start for Reach for the Rose, and so too Bracket Buster. Here comes Ford Steele from the far outside. Dapper Moon and Comes a Time are pulled back off the pace, tucking in toward the inside. It a bit tight there was Baby Boat as Dapper Moon came in toward the rail. So into the clubhouse turn they go. Ford Steele comes on to take the lead now and strides out to lead by half a length. Reach for the Rose backs off to be second. Comes a Time is racing third. Bracket Busters in fourth. Dapper Moon moves up into fifth. Baby Boat toward the inside sixth. Sandman 3 wide at the back in seventh with Tistastic and Sovereignty. Those 2 are at the back as well behind an opening quarter and a solid 23 and 2. Ford Steele heads down the backstretch run, leads by just under a length with 5 furlongs to go. Comes a Time is right there racing in second. Reach for the Rose continues on, tucked away toward the inside third. Dapper Moon sets up outside for the run past the half-mile pole. Bracket Busters in between, and with a shot, Tistastic starts to muster up a late rally. Revs up on the far outside, following Dapper Moon round the far turn, and Sandman's coming alive. Sandman has just gone past Baby Boat. In the meantime, Sovereignty is the trailer with 2.5 furlongs to go. The leader is Ford Steele with a new challenger in Dapper Moon. These 2 head off the turn. Tistastic and Sandman. Sovereignty's been switched outside and is finding stride now. Sovereignty coming quickly. Furlong to go. Dapper Moon comes away with the lead, but Sovereignty has rallied from last to first at the 8th pole and is kicking onto the wire. Sovereignty kicking on nicely, too, is going to ramble home to win it by 5. Geared down, last to first winner. Tistastic is up for second. It's tight for third, Sandman or Dapper Moon.
Now, that was a very interesting performance, wasn't it? Because like the commentator said, with 2 furlongs to go, that horse was stone last, Sovereignty. And it's fair to say the horse has made up the ground, I think, at the top of the straight very easily indeed. And people will have to say that that was a very good performance, I think, by Sovereignty. It looked to have them in that race covered quite nicely to break his maiden in the Group 3 Street Scent Stakes in October 2024 at Churchill Downs. That was it really for his 2-year-old campaign. He then came back on the 1st of March 2025 in a step up in class again in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes held at Gulfstream Park, I think, this time. Yes, it was. So we will be able to take a look at that race now as well. And then again, we will see what we think.
They're off in the Fountain of Youth Stakes. From the middle, River Thames bounces out very well, but he'll be challenged early by Neo Equos, and these two put on some speed in the run to the first turn. They've opened 2-1 Gate to Wire, who's down at the rail in third. Back from the outside, Keep It Easy is now fourth, settling in second last, Sovereignty, and Burnham Square takes residence at the back of the field. He's about 6 lengths off the speed of Neo Equos. Neo Equos is up and around River Thames, and he clears now to lead by 1.5 lengths. Going to plan B is Velasquez on River Thames. He'll angle to the outside of the new leader with Gate to Wire a chilly third. 2 back to Keep It Easy. He's now fourth, then Sovereignty and Burnham Square. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. They have less than 5 furlongs to go. On the inside, Neo Equos leads by 0.5 length. Latched onto him second is River Thames, 1.5 lengths better than Gate to Wire in third. Burnham Square guided to the clear by Zayas. He's on a mid-race move with Keep It Easy between horses. And Sovereignty asked to keep up at the back of the field. The half mile was 47 seconds flat. They go to the first finish line and swing to the far turn. Neo Equos at a big price has the lead to 0.5 length. River Thames is second. These two have gone 6 ahead of Burnham Square, who just went by Gate to Wire to take third. Keep It Easy is between horses, and Sovereignty tries to motivate himself. He's underway now in the blue colors. He's within 8 lengths of the lead through 3 quarters in 1:10 Neo Equos stretching out River Thames. Sovereignty warming to the task for Alvarado. He's on the far outside into third. Gate to Wire finds his best stride. Burnham Square's bid is stalled as River Thames has made a clear lead. Off the turn and the stretch drive in the Fountain of Youth, and River Thames, he has the lead by 2 with a 16th to go. Sovereignty begins to get on track, but time is ticking away. River Thames almost there. Sovereignty gonna dive at him late. Here comes Sovereignty! He got him too, did Sovereignty. He went from last to first to win under Junior Alvarado for Godolphin and Bill Mott. The Fountain of Youth from last to first to Sovereignty.
I mean, we've just seen pretty much the same thing again there, haven't we? Last to first again. Very good performance by Sovereignty. River Thames was looking a tough nut to crack there in the final few yards, but Sovereignty really did surge late and nailed River Thames on the line to take out the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth Stakes to go with his Group 3 win in the Street Scent Stakes. Very impressive. I think the horse has got a clear turn of foot, and if they can just lay up a little bit closer than he has done in those 2 races, it's going to be hard. If, say, for instance, he is a Kentucky Derby horse, is he going to be able to pass 20 horses like that, 19 horses like that, and take the lead at the end? It will be a monumental ask for a horse to do that, won't it? But is this horse a classic horse, Sovereignty? I mean, it's one of them where if people go back far enough, it is related to some very nice horses that have won classics in the past in Japan, America, and that. You know, it's won some nice races, and there's some decent dams. The second dam and the fourth dam are champions. There's no other word for it. Both have won Group 1 races and have both excelled. It's just a shame that in the first 3 dams, before we get to the fourth dam, that it's then where the relatives start coming. It's just a shame that there's not many more relatives out of the first 3 dams, isn't there? Or else I probably would have done this video a long time ago. But like I said, with the horse Sovereignty entered this weekend in the Grade 1 Florida Derby back at Gulfstream Park, the scene of his Fountain of Youth victory. It will be interesting to see how the horse goes in that race, won't it? I think he's a nice horse. Is he a classic horse? I think we'll probably know a lot more this time next week after the Florida Derby. But why not get the horse now on the Possibles channel? You know, it's always good to get a horse done every day when I can. I do like to try and do that. Right, I think I can end this video here now. I think what I will do is I'll leave a copy of all the Classic Watch 25 Possibles for you to enjoy in a playlist, so you can just watch them all after this one if you choose to. And I will also leave those an opportunity for those that have watched this video and have chosen not to subscribe to the channel. I'll give you an opportunity to make sure you don't miss any more horses. They could really pop up any time from anywhere, really. And by subscribing to the channel, I think there's over 140 subscribers to the channel now. Other people, this channel exists really just so I can embed horses onto my own website. And it's very good that over 140 people have chosen to keep up to date with it. So hopefully you're all enjoying the content and you're all enjoying the horses. Why not leave some comments on some of the videos? Let me know what horses you fancy. Let me know what horses you think you're looking forward to in the 2025 Classics. But for now, I'll leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Make sure you look after yourselves and your loved ones. Enjoy the rest of your week, and goodbye.